Hello and welcome to what might be my last Gossip Girl video in a while. I might tune in for the finale and do a video about that, but I'm not going to be doing weekly updates anymore. You know, the show was never really great to begin with, but for a while I was kind of rooting for it anyway, and I developed a bit of a soft spot for it. And then it also kind of became fun to watch it and kind of complain about it every week. But I don't know, something happened this week where I actually didn't even want to finish the episode. I didn't want to make the video, and yeah, watching a terrible show is bad enough, but you know, I have to script it, have to do screenshots, record, edit. And before that didn't seem like a lot of work to me. It wasn't a big time investment because I was having fun. But I'm not really looking forward to it anymore. And ultimately, YouTube is just a hobby, which is great because, you know, I don't really have to carry on with it. If you have been tuning in all this time, thank you for watching and hopefully see you in the finale. Anyway, on to this week's episode. Audrey's mom is relaunching her designs and Eleanor Waldorf is there for some support. Her ex-husband and his mistress, or his now partner, are in town, and Audrey doesn't think that her mother can handle it before her big event, so she's hiding that from her. I already know that this is going to be a disaster. I don't know what Zoya is doing. She's following Monet on Instagram and taking notes as she's stalking her. Georgina is causing mayhem, and she's also posting to Gossip Girl right now. She wants to restore Gossip Girl to her glory days, and she wants good drama, like a Jules and Monet rivalry. Anyway, we figure out that Zoya was actually learning a little bit more about Monet because she wanted to bring her something as a thank you for helping her with the video. And so she brings Monet her favorite scones. Monet is dismissive as usual, but this does get Monet's mom's attention, and she seems to take an instant liking to Zoya. Jules goes to brunch with the throuple and Audrey's dad and his partner. He tells Audrey then that he wants to propose, but she thinks that maybe he can hold off for a few days because her mom has her big launch. Audrey's soon-to-be stepmom also asks Jules if she can help maybe tell her side of the story to set things right with Audrey's mom. Remember, Audrey's mom and Jessica, the girlfriend, were friends, and she was Audrey's mom's assistant. Jules says no. Monet's mom tells Zoya that she has some kind of proposal for her. Gossip Girl reveals that Jules knew about Audrey's dad's affair long before she did, and Audrey runs to Gossip Girl about Jules not really being a changed person. Georgina did fake some of these rumors though, but yeah, the girls are fighting. Monet's mom invites Zoya to a luncheon that Monet isn't going to go to anyway. She says that she could introduce Zoya to some fancy people and it could lead to some good opportunities and scholarships for her. Max is trying to make a good impression on Audrey's dad, but the dad eventually tells him to try less. Jules eventually decides to have Jessica on her video podcast vlog. Anyway, Jessica starts off by apologizing to Audrey's mother, and she makes it clear that before Audrey's mom and her husband had separated, Jessica and Audrey's dad were just having an emotional affair. She then goes off script and she accuses Audrey's mom of stealing her designs. Jules ends the interview there, but we see that Jessica has her own recording going, so she's going to drop this video a day before or the day of Audrey's mom's debut. By the way, Audrey had told Jules to stay out of it, but Jules meddles a lot, so she's made a mess of things. A guy tells Luna at a party that her dress tag is out, and I hope that there aren't any money issues at home for her. Anyway, this guy's cute and they flirt a little bit. Georgina has dirt on one of the teachers, so she has him do her bidding. She wants the teacher to get Jules and Aki in a compromising position, furthering the rift between the girls, Jules and Audrey. She gives the teacher Rohypnol, that's like the drug that sex pests use to take out their victims, in order to get these two kids in a compromising position. By the way, Monet had warned Zoya that her mother is up to no good. Obviously, Zoya didn't really believe her, and Monet had said, well, you're going to have to find out the hard way. Turns out, though, that Monet was right, and her mother was just using Zoya to make her daughter jealous. I gotta say, this is the kind of petty cruelness that I really enjoy on shows like this. I like that they haven't resolved this tension between Monet and her mother too quickly. Georgina's plan for Aki and Jules doesn't work out, but she has a backup plan, and she outs Monet for sex shaming Zoya. Jules and Obi have a moment on the stairs, and they've always had really good chemistry, even as friends. They go back to his place, they talk about what life would be like without Gossip Girl if she didn't exist. Then things get heated. Oh, these two just cannot quit each other. Audrey's mother's career seems to be done. Zoya and her dad make up, and that is really sweet. And by the way, Obi has something cooking with Gossip Girl, and it involves still exposing his family's crimes. And yeah, that's it for this episode. If you have seen it, feel free to share your thoughts, and thank you for watching.